So, this is the inaugural podcast, NuthinButNet, the internet review show. I'm Adam Posty. Joining me is
Ross Foley.
Ross Foley. He's not joining me, it's both of us together.
Your guest this week is Ross Foley.
I thought we'd take this start. It's not. Let's just do the podcast, okay? I thought we'd start by introducing ourselves by using a Bing search. We are sponsored by Bing. They give us a generous stipend of money. So we'd search who is and then describe ourselves with the first thing we find. So, my name's Adam Posty. I have worked in the offshore maritime industry for over 15 years in a diverse range of environments, including 7 years in the oil and gas industry off the northwest coast of Australia. I am a qualified dogman and rigger with experience working on semi-sub drill rigs. I am also a qualified maritime cook with over 10 years of working experience in galleys on drill rigs and Royal Australian Navy RAN vessels.
I'm Australian too. My name is Ross Foley and I graduated University Wollongong with a Bachelor of Commerce with Merit Economics. And I've been team leader, I've been senior consultant, I've been managing consultant at Corn Ferry, Korn Ferry. And I'm now director of Minter Darling International. And Minter Darling International is a leading executive search firm that specialises in senior executive appointments in the banking and finance, infrastructure, property, resource and mining, and information technology areas. The more we read about our LinkedIns, the more I think we might have met. Once or twice. We've both been in the military, in the mining military business in Australia.
We've both been mining in Australia. I was in Atwood Oceanics. I was the second cook. I was the seaman cook. This guy's a real character.
MDI takes the view that successful global searches hinge upon three key elements. 1, gaining access to global talent. 2, mitigating that risk of acquiring culturally ill-fitting candidates. And 3, creating talent pipelines.
Your guy seems like... Can we get? I feel like we should get this Adam Posty and this Ross Foley together in a room.
Man, get you a job. You've got to stop culturally ill-fitting candidates. I
can cook as much semen as you can give me. So, I mean, I'm pretty much on top of things. These guys, it's kind of depressing actually reading these sometimes because, like, this guy must be older than me. He's not. No, that's his connections. I was going to say he's 152, but he can't be 152. He looks too young.
Ross goes to the trouble of understanding the characteristics and competencies needed in the people he recruits for us, to the extent that he ensures we find the best people available in our industry. Brackets. Gas.
Gas.
We're in the gas industry.
What does he, like... He doesn't sound like a good person. He sounds like he basically fires people.
Hires people. He's a recruiter for gas. Aussie gas.
Just recruits for gas in general.
I'm putting that University Wollongong degree to good use. You know it.
Is he like? He's more interesting than my guy. That's for fucking sure.
Yeah. He's got 500 plus connections. So
I've only got 152.
Specialities include infrastructure, project management, and mining resource sectors. So...
Well, I helped develop train the new galley team.
I helped develop the train.
Adam Posty has done a lot. He helped develop the first train.
I shouldn't call it Stevenson's rocket. I should call it Posty's rocket. Would be a train joke.
It would be.
On this new podcast, talking trains.
Fuck the internet. Yeah. It's nothing but trains.
How many choo-choos you seen this week, Alan?
I actually saw no trains.
Oh, rare.
Yeah. It's been a trainless week.
I saw the old 361 from Birmingham come up here this morning, probably about 3 minutes late, on a service route. And that was an unusual one for that train because those boys are broadly commercial.
Well, I'll take a look at your journal.
Yeah, it's
We'll go over
detailed
notes.
and it's I love to notate facts, and that's why all my hobbies revolve around that.
Yeah, that is a fact about you that you notated to me.
Well, you are what you eat.
Yeah, we're I'd say a couple minutes in.
Okay.
The main recording system is already down.
Good.
It's already gone.
All right, high
So
tech.
it's going to be a high quality podcast.
I bought this podcast mic, which is on stands, metal.
It's not. Just going to describe the room.
There's a strong bit of kit. Set the scene. My mic is metal and silver.
So how was your week on the net been?
It's been alright. I've not really had enough internet access this week as much as I'd like. I spent a lot of time in IRL. Yuck. I've not
In real life.
in real life. I haven't really had a lot of chances to get on my favourite sites like Google or Adobe Help.
Yeah.
Adobe Help.
Mum's net.
Man's Net. I was on Facebook now and then. We had
Bing a lot, obviously.
I Bing.
I will say we are sponsored by Bing.
I Bing.
That is a real sponsor. Thank you, Bing.
We're sponsored by Bing, which is that one
Yeah.
episode of Friends where Monica breaks up with Chandler.
Yeah.
By Bing. We're sponsored by
By
Bing. And Bing, which is a search engine.
But mostly by Bing.
But 90-10. Yeah.
90-10 by Bing. 90-10 by Bing.
90-10 by Bing. No, 10 by Bing. 90 by Bing. Is right, yeah. Glad we got through it.
90 by Bing.
But yeah, we had a busy week at work, so I didn't really get a lot of time to get off. I was
Surely you use the internet a lot in your job, though.
Oh yeah, I'm on the internet, but it's mostly Google Docs and sort of Twitter and stuff like that. I was on Eventbrite a lot this week because we had a big party at work.
That's exciting. Eventbrite's
It's a social site.
It's a top tier website, really.
What someone said to me is that if you spend a lot of time on Eventbrite, your IRL social life is in good nick.
That's a good saying.
I think that's
Is
actually...
that the tagline for Eventbrite?
No, that's what you have to Google to get to Eventbrite.
I assumed it had to have something to do with it.
Oh yeah. That's definitely come from a marketing company, but that's the only way you can find Eventbrite is to Bing that. The search engine, not the chat,
No.
the character.
Bing. It's all Bing. There's no other search systems.
Here's a joke. Do you know Sia's written a song about the TV show Friends? It's called
Yeah.
I Am a Chandelier.
It's just slowly becoming a Friends podcast. Because I'm 100% on board with that.
Okay, well, episode 101, the first one, I think it's called.
The one where Ross
Not me.
is the first one.
It's a weird thing because actually there's a bit of sexual tension between Ross and Phoebe, and they don't really revisit that, but they nearly pork on a pool.
Yeah, they do. They do nearly have sex on a pool table. That's a deep Friends cut.
Can we swear on this?
I've sworn about 5 times. So
They fuck on a pool table.
It's
He nearly
full-
fucks her cunt on a pool table.
Full graphic. Ross fucks Phoebe's cunt on a pool table.
With his dick.
The one where Ross fucks Phoebe's cunt on a pool table.
And then that was while, who was directing it and writing it in those days? That was when Carrot Top was still doing all
Lisa
that.
Kudrow.
Kudrow
was
was the
directed
show.
it.
And Carrot Top was the AD, first AD.
Yeah, first aid.
First aid assistant
Carrot
director.
Top was first aid.
Yeah. But instead of plasters, he just had
'Cause-
props.
Yeah, it was Lisa Kudrow, Phoebe Kudrow. She brought on Carrot Top.
That's why
for
she was on
first
the
aid.
Harvard University yachting team,
Yeah, she was.
because Lisa could row.
Lisa Kudrow.
And they need rowing boats next to yachts, famously, in case anyone falls in.
It's true. So she was essentially first aid.
So she was doing Carrot Top on the Harvard...
She was doing
right. On the
Lisa
Harvard
Kudrow
yacht
did a
team.
Carrot Top on the Harvard yacht team.
And
Well,
everyone
Carrot Top,
understand.
Carrot Top, Lisa Kudrow's sex scene.
And if you're just joining us, that sentence made full sense to everyone, no doubt. So how's
Why
your...
would you just join us?
Someone's just been skipping through.
Just, I wonder if they talk about Carrot Top.
They probably
first
said-
aid to Lisa Kudrow.
First 2 minutes will be adverts, no doubt.
Probably.
That's what I do in my podcast. I skip eight minutes in.
Yeah, that's fair.
Get to the mid-roll. So how's your week been on the net?
It's been fine. Again, I've been working a lot. We don't get a lot of net around my neck of the woods. But when I've been home, I've been looking at the regulars, old Pornhub.de.
Oh yeah.
Just couple, you know.
Why is it? Why do you use the German one?
I think German's a very sexual language, and it's
Is it all in German?
Yeah,
That's odd.
it's nigh incomprehensible to me, but that kind of adds to the mystique. I think you don't know what you're getting, and it's not sexual, but
you don't jerk off.
It's
research.
It's more of a learning experience, really.
Yeah, it's the fastest way to learn a language.
Yeah, but I've been on Twitter.
I saw you got Twitter again recently.
Yeah,
that
I was
was good.
tweeting, just tweeting, which is at just tweeting.
No, people do that. They're just gonna get loads of Buffy content.
They are.
Just Firefly.
Just tweeting.
Just tweeting.
Just tweeting. You really should.
Justtweeten.de, that's his German name. Just tweeten. Just tweeten.
No, but yeah, I've been doing.
No thanks, I've just tweeted.
I've been doing Facebook.
We
all do Facebook.
Yeah.
Great website. It's a good website. But you know, aside from the mainstays, you know, I've been preparing for this, looking up how to make a good podcast, how to really prepare it well, and what it says is be prepared. Have 3 mics in case your computer breaks, in case it just stops working halfway through minutes into the podcast. Yeah. You know, don't swear.
Okay.
I've got a couple from I've got a nice few from Reddit.
Oh, that's a useful website.
It's a great website. I never use it. It's a great website. Don't make yet another podcast about movies, music, or games with 2 guys in their early 20s who don't know enough about anything to be worth listening to.
White
says
guys.
Cunningham's Lawmaker.
What's Cunningham's Law?
That's 19 points that he's got in there. So Shakamalaka agrees with him. You need to be prepared to be ignored for a long time.
Well, I spent my whole life practicing that.
Tell me about it, ladies. Poor
Ignorance
audio,
is bliss.
low volume.
Yeah.
Hosts who talk over each other, which I think is...
This is a joke.
It's probably the worst.
You see what I just did?
I get it.
Hang on, no knock.
No, seriously. Right. Hang on, wait a minute. Useless ramblings, especially if it's about private jokes the listener's not in on. That's not something to do.
That's all we've done so far.
Carrot Top.
Nobody knows who that is.
Nobody knows who Carrot Top is.
It's our high school friend, Carrot Top.
Old Carrot Top. You know, just basically, pretty much, narcissism on the point of the host. Says Shakamalaka. Shakamalaka has a lot of opinions about podcasts.
A little bit of narcissism from Shakamalaka.
Yeah, they're all by Shakamalaka.
I think Shakamalaka is actually Scott Aukerman.
He's just been discussing with himself. Don't apologise unless absolutely necessary. Just in general, that's just a life rule. But yeah, I mean, I feel like that's it's a great website to get opinions from the people.
Like Wikipedia.
Yeah, exactly. It's
just really banter, isn't it?
It's just Wikipedia.
It's just talk. And I did some research into good podcast ideas. Covered much of the same ground, but just to make sure we're citing all of our resources, I'd like to thank digitaltrends.com, and I'd like to thank lifehacker.com. I'd like to throw a thank you to theguardian.com and computer.howstuffworks.com. I'd like to thank buzzsprout.com /how to make a podcast.
Just Buzzsprout.
wikihow.com, podbean.com /start-podcast. I do need to thank blog.bufferapp.com, and where would I be without shopify.co.uk, which is a bit of a break from the old .com bubble. And
we'd also like to throw a little shout out to Bing.
Oh, yeah.
Just, I don't know if we said yet, Bing, sponsored by Bing. Great website, search for it. howifoundpornhub.de. It's just phenomenal.
The default on Bing, just for anyone who doesn't know, is to send you to the German version of any website. Yeah. That's Bing's USP. And then weirdly the tagline is "Go Dutch."
Go Dutch.
It doesn't really work.
Let's do Dutch.
But Microsoft, they got a lot of stuff to worry about, so they don't have time to research which countries are which. Yeah, so
don't really have the time.
Just say "Go Dutch." That's probably what Steve Gates said.
Well, Steve Gates.
Do you know when he was in school, he got a detention, and when he was in detention, he did a program so he could be in the same room as cute girls in class.
Really?
If he did that now, he'd be arrested.
Well, yeah, he's a grown man.
He's pretty grown. He's fully grown.
He's tall. I've seen him.
Is Bill Gates fully grown? Bing it. Bing it.
Is Bill Gates fully grown?
Bill Gates, Billy grown?
Now, my my search engine defaults to a search engine we won't mention on this, which we have mentioned twice.
I call it Giggle.
But we all we have to do is Google search Bing, Google Bing, Bing, Bill Gates.
I heard that joke in Comedy Bang Bang 2 or 3 times.
That's good. I'm glad.
So
Bill Gates.
sorry.
Bill GTES. No.
Don't apologise unless you absolutely have to. Don't laugh. No swearing. Don't be young.
Bill Gates' children are okay with him giving a fortune away. Bill Gates is dead, 2017.
Oh no.
Microsoft founder killed by internet death hoax.
Oh. Well, one window shuts, another one opens.
So this is n.mediamass.net/people/bill-gates/deathhoax.html.
Hypertext markup language.
About 11 a.m. on Thursday, August the 3rd, so 2 days ago, our beloved businessman, Bill Gates, passed away. Bill Gates was born on October in Seattle. He will be missed, but not
on an October night in Seattle.
Yeah.
Poetic.
Please show your sympathy and condolences by commenting on and liking this page.
Sorry, Bill. You were the best.
Hundreds of fans were frenzied over the death hoax. Businessman alive and well, so it is a hoax, but he was killed by that hoax.
A part of him died.
So our beloved businessman Bill Gates is dead. We will have to renegotiate our Bing contract.
Maybe it's time to go Google.
No.
I'm going to call Wozniak, try and get out of this.
I'm never going to go Google.
Wozniak? From Apple.
Is that just how you get him?
Yeah, if you say his name once. It's like Candyman, but it's really easy.
It's like a very, very simple Candyman.
Oh, yeah, there he is. So, why don't we start by looking at some of the things, some of our highlights from this week.
Yeah.
On the internet.
I've got a couple highlights.
Could maybe tear into these.
Yeah, I mean, have you got a few highlights for us?
I've got some. I mean, I've had some.
Like a lot of mine were very, very based around, getting the Bing deal. So it's been a long.
A lot of sales stuff.
Yeah.
And what deal did we end up in the end? They're going to pay us the big bucks.
Bing gets mentioned on our podcast. And
in return, we get to mention Bing.
Yeah, we get to use Bing. We
have
the pleasure of visiting .de websites through the power of Bing.
We can go Dutch anytime we like. Although, of course, famously, Bing shuts down at 9.
Yeah, the 9 till 7 a.m.
Business hours.
Yeah.
They do business hours.
Bing's business hours. Bing's hours.
Bing back business hours.
Bing back.
It's just a campaign that I'm running against the internet.
Bing back business hours. Yeah, always use Bing. Never search after 9. Those are the 2 rules.
Okay. And so far, would you say that this is definitely legible and understandable to everyone listening? I think it's going great.
I think we followed every single rule that Shakamalaka has given us.
We didn't swear.
No, we haven't sworn once.
Good. Okay. Well, yeah, I don't know if we want to start. I've been on eBay this week. I always put aside some time on a Sunday to go on eBay and look for good deals.
Yeah.
And when I was on Electronic Bay, which is actually what that stands for, I came across some gems. Something I came across was this Tina Turner signed autograph on a rare £1 note.
Ooh.
So that's what we call a double dip in the eBay business, because you're reading this and you're going, okay, Tina Turner signed autograph, already worth £60, which is where the bidding is at the moment. Free postage. But then you're going on, I mean, it's nuts. This is like if you got caviar on champagne.
Yeah.
Which you would want.
You do, yeah.
In a fancy restaurant like the Ivy or Madame Tussauds Cafe, you would get this.
And signature on a pound note.
Yeah, so it's I'll click on here and see if we can find a description, because
I hope so.
You don't just want to commit to this. I mean, it used to be £70, and it's used. but I don't know in what way it's been used.
It's been used.
Presumably just spent would be the...
Yeah.
It's the only thing you can use it.
Created? Is money just used after that? Like,
Used.
used?
This
pound
item has
note?
been previously used. Now let's see the seller's description. Okay, they have no description of the item, but they do have a description of them.
Tina Turner.
An original £1 note that has been hand-signed in black ink by Tina Turner. A fine example of Tina Turner's early full signature.
What does she use now?
She just does T. Autographed with the inscription, "Love to Maurice, Tina Turner."
Is she saying she's sending love to Maurice, or is she stating a
I
fact?
think that's her...
I love to Maurice.
No, I think that's her full name.
Love to Maurice.
She's
Tina Turner.
She used to carry this £1 note around to inspire herself before she changed her name. So that's maybe what they mean by early full signature, is the signature that features Maurice.
Her Maurice signature.
This item was obtained in person circa the early 1980s, that circa, alright, by Maurice Allen, a then bodyguard / security to celebrities. Mr. Allen was very well known in the world of security and made his very own personal collection of autographs by presenting the then celebrity with a £1 note and asking them to sign it after working for them. Many of the signed £1 notes come with a photo of Maurice Allen. But not this one.
Oh, damn, I was about to say, how much is it?
Other signed notes for sale in this fantastic collection are Dean Martin, Cliff Richard, Shirley Bassey, James Last, Acker Bilk, Julian Lennon. It's getting better. They're getting more.
Yeah, they are.
Johnny Mathis, Tina Turner, we know, Engelbert Humperdinck,
Oh.
Haley Mills, and Dusty Springfield, and Lindsay Paul, Fat Domino, and David
And
Essex.
Lindsay Paul, in brackets, Fat Domino. He just does not like Lindsay Paul.
Actually, funnily enough, Lindsay Paul's the only name that they've not capitalised, so I think there is a bit
We're
of
onto the
beef
right
there.
track.
Yeah.
That's
So
Fat Domino.
that's an autograph that we could bid for together, and
How much is it at now?
60.
£60 for Tina Turner, for Maurice Tina Turner's full
Maurice
signature.
Tina Turner, and honestly, the signature is really illegible, and the note looks fake. A £1 note.
I don't think Maurice was a liar.
I don't think you can even use £1 notes anymore.
You can't. I mean, it's completely. It's, if anything, by Tina Turner signing it, has become more worthless.
Truly a collector's item.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it is a rare £1 note.
It's an already unusable £1 note made more unusable by Tina Turner's love for Maurice.
Yeah. So £60.
It's worth every penny.
Worth a bid. We can make it, or you can buy it now for 75.
Oh my God.
So it doesn't seem like it's got legs on it. I don't think they expect it to go.
I
much
feel
higher.
like if you are listening to this, anyone,
We're
and
not.
and you think I want that Tina Turner pound, buy it and send it to us.
And
Worth a shot.
what are some of her songs
I
so
don't
that we
have
can do
any money.
jokes?
She did Knotville City Limits, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
£1 city limits.
You'd be a Knotville City Limits not to buy this.
Turn around, bright eyes, and pick up this £1 note with Tina Turner's signature on it.
We should have written this description because I think we could have sold that for easy Hyundai in minutes.
Who's this guy, this bald guy, I assume, who is a security guard that has these people sending £1 notes? Made him money.
I assume he looks a little bit like Ross Kemp, but larger and more egg-like.
Boss Camp.
Boss, yeah, well.
Boss Hemp.
Oh, Boss Hemp.
This is some Boss Hemp.
That's Ross Kemp on Gangs.
That was
episode
my...
4.
when he interviews Cheech and Chong.
Yeah.
The Cheech and Chong's... Cheech did go to prison.
Cheech did go. That's a whole movie. Of
And
Cheech Chong.
Cheech goes to prison. No Chong. And when Cheech was
No Chong. Cheech goes to prison.
when Cheech was in prison, his cellmate was Jordan Belfort, aka Wolf of Wall Street. And that is actually who inspired Jordan Belfort to write the book. Cheech or Chong, I can't remember which. Whoever was a...
Is that what it's inscribed on the front of the
To
book?
Cheech or Chong.
Thanks to Cheech or Chong. That weed van was alright.
That's actually also the inscription to Paradise Lost and The Idiot by Dostoevsky to Chicho John.
To Chicho John pick.
Who knows what's right? So that's my eBay auction of the week.
Yeah, it's a good eBay listing.
It's a good. You got anything that you wanted to share?
I have a few. I had a couple about, as you know, I'm a big fan of
trying to be obstructive here.
Opening windows, making loud noises, unusable. And I'm a big fan of town websites in America, small towns, and I think a good UI is a good business plan for a town. Like if your website's unnavigable, how are you gonna tell your citizens what they need?
What's UI?
User
interface.
No.
Interaction.
There we go.
You are interaction.
Yeah. Use our interacting. It's like a mobster.
Like Frankenstein.
The coders had a
big scary monster. Oh, sorry. It's like Frankenstein's mobster. I nearly
Frankenstein's mobster.
Dr. Frankenstein's mobster.
I've watched that movie.
I've watched that movie.
I've seen that movie.
By Mary Smelly. Sorry, so you're American town?
Yeah, so we've got the town of Waterford, Wisconsin. We got their website. And the town of Waterford is a town in Wisconsin. It's an unreadable website. It's a 7 out of 12 for me, because it hits on. It has the information. Someone has written down. The web. They've written down on the web all the information that they need.
So the web's filled. We got that much.
Yeah. It has got the information about fireworks at Titchigan Lake, which everybody needs. The boat and safety class is there, but it's a mess. It's just a mess. We'd notice if this website was good.
Weed is still not legal in this town.
Wisconsin, it just leads you to a PDF of the weed notice, which is...
Yeah.
I don't even want to read it. This is how little this website keeps me interested, because it's a mess. It's a mess, and I feel like the webmaster...
Who is?
The webmaster.
Should
strike this website from the internet. The webmaster should come down. He should go to Wisconsin. He should just tell him,
Cheese Town.
It's over. Well,
Cheese County.
Cheese County.
There are 50 counties in America.
Who's counting?
Who's county?
Who's county?
Dr. Who's county?
I'll give it 1 point. Damage to mailboxes. You can check out the website. It's www.tn.waterford.wi.gov/index.asp ? LOCID =186. You can check it out for yourself. You can see that this is just a mess of a website.
And that's the homepage. That's how you get
to the Waterford website. Yeah, that's the shortest possible address to get here.
Okay.
It has quick links on the side. It's a mess.
So 7. Passing grade.
Yeah, it passes. But it should be struck from the internet.
Okay.
7 out of 12, as you'll all know, is the lowest score.
It's a low D.
No, there's nothing below 7. Because if it's a functional website, it automatically gets 6 points.
Okay.
And this had information about the committees, so that's an extra point.
So everything up till 5 is just kids messing around with HTML and almost getting it right.
Yeah.
And then 6 is, by golly, the kids have cracked it. And then 7 is, congrats, you're a front-end developer.
Yeah. 6 is GeoCities.
Yeah.
And then it goes on from there.
Is this a GeoCity or is it a GeoTown?
I wish it were a GeoCity. But at the moment it's going nowhere.
GeoCity is an acronym, isn't it?
It is. It stands for great. Okay. Say it.
Oh yeah. The first half or the first 3 letters are acronymical.
Yeah.
And the rest is just a
it's just
word.
City. It's geo.city. As you know, you separate them with a dot in grammatical English.
And it was in the news this week that Not Dead Gates is going to shut down Microsoft Paint, and that makes me wish he was dead, because
Is he really going to shut down Microsoft Paint?
they're not going to have it anymore in the new Windows. And this isn't something I looked into or did any research on, but it just came into my head. So maybe this could be a talking point.
Bill Gates. I wish that internet hoax had killed Bill Gates.
I have drawn so many stars on that software program, and to imagine a new Windows coming out, and the first thing I do when I get a new computer,
Paint
which is an annual, paint and do my own desktop.
Yeah, paint your own desktop. I've done it since I was young.
And it's always the Hollywood sign, isn't it?
Yeah, well, that's the first thing you paint.
You paint what you dream.
Test the paint. You test the computer by painting the Hollywood sign. Everybody
I
does it.
do blue sky first, because that's I remember old tip from a high school art teacher was the most colour do first.
Yeah.
Because then you're going to just fill in the blanks.
Thanks, Miss Dixon.
So Dixon's rule is you get the colour out that you're going to use the most, and then you don't have to worry about it anymore, because you're going to get sore wrist from doing so much blue.
Don't care about the blue. Get rid of it.
Get out of the way. It's like if I'm doing, if I'm at the gym, I do all my heavy weights first, so I can move on to my easy cardio.
Yeah, and then you do the stretches last.
Yes, and then I finish with kissing girls at the gym.
Yeah, hyperextend, kiss girls. Explosive strength.
And I do have explosive strength because I follow that regimen. And also,
My strength is explosive.
have explosive, not diarrhea, but skills on Microsoft Paint. I would be sad to see them go.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to have to keep an old computer around just to paint.
Rest in paint.
I'm a big fan of paint. It's good. I've used it for most projects.
Yeah.
Plans. That's it.
I do diagnostics on there. I do schematas of buildings that I'm going to break into.
What are they going to get rid of? Excel next? Word?
Wow.
It's
not Word though.
These are essential. These are essential programs.
I used, I use the spreadsheet function on Google Docs, and I do use LibreOffice, but I still would prefer to live in a world where Microsoft products exist. I'm not good at it. It's like Sainsbury's Finest range. I'm never going to buy it, but it's good to know it's there.
Exactly.
Just in case.
And I just don't want. I don't want Bill Gates to cancel all the programs and then die from an internet hoax, because who's going to bring him back? No one can. Bill Gates has all the source code.
He has it in his memory banks, which is what he calls them.
Yeah.
Because he considers himself a computer.
That's just not. His memory banks are his children. Memory Gates, Banks Gates.
No, you're thinking Mary Poppins. Those are the Banks children.
Oh yeah, okay. So Memory Banks and Gates Banks.
Memory Banks is the girl in Mary Poppins. She dreams that Mary Poppins will turn up, and then at the end she bonks her head and she wakes up.
I remember that movie.
You couldn't get that much in a bag. It's clearly a psychotic episode. You couldn't get that much in a bag.
It's post.
Huh?
It's post. You couldn't. It's post production.
Yeah, but in the story,
like in a dream, she's added post production onto the bag, because how would you? You can't dream about that.
Yeah, all dreams are post production.
Yeah. Okay. I'm glad we've got it.
Okay, that's fine. We agree then. So I had another thing I wanted to share from the dark depths of Craigslist.
Yeah, go on.
So I took a little trip all the way to central LA, which is short for Los Angeles, speaking of Hollywood, sign. And I came across this just sort of well-reasoned post that I thought I would share. Just an interesting post. There's a few actually that I thought might be interesting, but I thought I'd start with this one because it deals with some themes that we're interested in, the supernatural. And so this post is called "I'm Suffraging from Mac Blagic Witchcraft."
I love it already.
And I'd like to it's just interesting to get a flavour of the internet, the grassroots of the internet. So,
yeah.
I'm not crazy. I'm suffraging every day, preparing to fly from Black Fagic Switchcraft. the MMA Bellator model Mercedes Terrell did to my oven an autograph that I didn't understand. Autograph. Be changed. That's in quotes. I didn't stand under this autograph. That's all. Autographed. Not autographed. I didn't stand under this autograph, so she did Black Fagic. So she did Black Fagic Switchcraft to me, and I am. I didn't stand under this autocraft, so she did black fagic switchcraft to me.
I can't get past that part. So she did. It's like a story.
There's another thing.
I expect you to follow it that far.
Oh god. Okay. I didn't stand under this autocraft. So she did black magic to me, and I'm severely huffing every day. Bellator MMA has blocked my face. Mercedes Tyrrell has locked my has blocked my night.
Night.
Spell wrong. Both times. Jade Bryce has my socks. Black fagic.
Black magic.
Black magic. Which wharf should be capital punishment? But people are gonna say she's a mute. She wouldn't do it because of her books. This lady Mercedes Tyrrell did switchcraft. He changed that to switchcraft. This lady Mercedes Tyrrell did switchcraft to my pope, and I'm huffing severely. They say people who do black fagic swiftcraft will go to MySpace. Please help me.
That's like a fucking most ridiculous sentences I've ever heard in my life.
So that's just
I love that it's oh god, I can't breathe. I love that his spelling errors are incredibly consistent. Like it's always black magic switchcraft.
Yeah, to keep going back. No, changing it.
It's definitely switchcraft.
Oh, great. Yeah, just change it to black fagic switchcraft.
Black magic switchcraft.
I'm suffraging from Mac Blagic's witchcraft. The
autocorrect got him there.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy's who has his socks?
Jade Bryce.
Of course. So what is he like? Where was this placed? What part of Craigslist was this on?
This is under rants and raves.
Rants and raves. Okay. I was about to say, like, in what is he asking for? What is he requesting?
Please help me.
Please help me.
The police helped me, I think.
From Black Magic Switchcraft.
Maybe that's a happy ending. He's misspelled police. Police helped me.
Please help me.
Don't worry about it.
End of.
Update. Police help me. They say people who do black fagic switchcraft will go to MySpace. It's just great. My favourite.
That's fucking great.
The part I found hardest to not laugh at were the two severely huffing parts.
Severely huffing. You made it through those.
I'm severely huffing every day. So yeah, that's just a nice insight into the world of
oh fuck.
Los Angeles' Craigslist community. There's another one here titled, "Hey Michael Moore, you're a dickhead, fat ass loser." Brackets USA.
Of course.
"Hey dumb fuck, it's bad enough your wife left you because of your small little dick, and it's bad your grandpa was killed in WW2. Jesus. He should have been aborted at 81 half months. Then we would not be stuck with a dumb fuck like you. Nobody liked you as a fat kid, and nobody likes you as a fat ass man. Tell all your loser liberal friends if they want to go see someone that makes great movies, check out Dinesh D'Souza." Not a name I recognise. "Who knows, dumb fuck like you might learn something. Not. You're a dumb fuck. Now go fuck your mother, dumb fuck. Your friend Hillary." Oh, political.
Ooh.
"P.S. Can you make a movie about Bill's girlfriends and my girlfriends? Just wanted to know."
About Bill's girlfriends.
I think he means Bill Clinton. Why is he... Now he wants a movie about his girlfriends.
Bill and Me, a movie by Michael Moore.
P.S. I know that I've kind of been grilling you up till this point, but could you make a movie about Bill Clinton's girlfriends and my girlfriend?
I prefer like my girlfriends. Maybe as an aside.
Oh, and I have to go smash some more phones. Love Hill. So, little turn at the end, a little twist of fate. It's actually Hillary who's written this whole thing.
It's Hillary Clinton.
Oh, so she has a vested interest in Bill's girlfriend. So actually, this could be authentic.
Yeah. Why is she ripping herself?
Oh, well, she has a lot of self-hate since she got beaten by Donald Trump.
That's true. I've seen it.
This is from Politico, by the way. This is an open letter Hillary wrote to the Politico in the Washington Times.
Obviously.
Do not contact me with unsolicited services or offers.
Well, she had that whole email thing. She doesn't want it to happen again.
Yeah, absolutely. That's probably just a note to Podesta. Just to make sure she doesn't get unsolicited emails.
That's a...
satire.
That's a really succinct argument from Hillary Clinton.
And then just one last Craigslist. I don't know if this was Hillary as well. She's so hot, I'd suck her dad's dick. And this is from Pico Rivera, which I think is an area, not a person. My Asian neighbor is so hot, she wears mini skirts, drives me nuts. But she doesn't know I exist. As they say at UCLA, ugly Caucasian, lovely Asian. And that's a phrase unique to University of something LA.
Pico. Old Pico at the University of LA.
Yeah, Professor Rivera at UCLA.
He's a professor.
I think that's what Pico is short for.
Oh, professor.
In another language.
Yeah, well, obviously. But yeah, he's obviously a very good professor.
But I thought that was a particularly interesting one because then there's a response.
Ooh.
So that the first one, she's so hot I suck her dad's dick, was on August 4th. And then on August 4th, she's so hot, ... I suck her dad's dick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is the response. Yeah, that's my daughter. Come over and suck my dick so you can taste her DNA. LMFAO.
LMFAO?
Laughing my fucking ass off.
Well, you know it's her dad. Because that's a...
Yeah, that's my daughter.
That's a stale acronym at this point.
So you know it's an old man.
Yeah.
If he's still on LMFAO, he must be over 40.
At least.
She's so hot. Come over and suck my dick so you can taste her DNA. Gross. It made me uncomfortable.
At least Professor Podesta was going to suck some dick.
He did offer. I mean, it really seems like probably one of the most roundabout ways to solicit some dick sucking.
Is this man looking for man personals?
No, this isn't rants and raves, funnily enough.
Oh. It's...
I guess that's a rave.
They've already got a very common connection, I think, because if they're both on rants and raves on their local Craigslist,
that must be a small number of people.
They're really gonna hit it off after Professor Podesta has sucked his dick.
It's a peculiar psychological condition, I think, to hang out in the rants and raves area of your local Craigslist.
I mean, well, considering the first one you read.
Yeah.
What area was that from? The first one?
That was Central. The first one was Central LA.
Central LA, of course.
So probably just round the corner from Tom Hanks and Jude Law.
Probably outside of his agent's office.
Yeah.
In the street.
I think that might have been Mel Gibson writing that.
Just in the Starbucks across from his Tom Hanks' agent.
Mm.
That's probably true.
Do you think those two dads, well, I don't know if the second one was a dad, but do you think that guy ended up meeting that dad?
I hope so. Because...
how awkward would that have been?
That's love, I think.
Pretty awkward.
I think that girl who he wanted to fuck is going to come out with two dads.
My two dads.
Amicably suck each other's dicks. And it's just going to turn her world around.
It's interesting. It's like sexual attraction by proxy.
Yeah, it doesn't know one thing. I don't want to cast any aspersions onto Professor Podesta, but it does not know how...
You immediately changed it to Professor pretty much Podesta.
Yeah.
Careful. Getting some ping pong territory. You don't want to...
I don't want to just cast aspersions
Podesta.
That he's... How old is this girl?
Doesn't say.
His neighbour.
We know she's Asian.
And I'm concerned that she's definitely not old enough.
Mm.
I feel like, from a man who posts on rants
don't worry about
it. I mean, I'm not that concerned.
Don't lose any sleep over it.
No, well, now he's sucking her dad's dick, so nothing bad has happened. But,
well,
you know, how are they going to explain that
when they get married?
Yeah, when they get married. How
did you meet?
Wanted to have sex with his underage daughter, and I ended up sucking his dick.
We don't know she's underaged.
I feel like we can just assume that.
Projecting.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Well, did you have anything else you wanted to share to get off the old Craigslist?
Yeah, I mean, we've got a couple tracks we could play out with.
Okay, yeah.
We could play out in a track or two because we're sitting at about a solid 45 minutes, if you can believe.
It's more than anyone could stand.
I'm not even going to listen to it.
No.
But yeah, we could play out in a couple tracks.
Sure.
We have a recurring theme where we'll, I'm sure it'll come up in future, maybe, where we'll play some Creative Commons tracks that we found on the internet, and we'll have our top Creative Commons track of the week, month, whatever. It's whatever we decide to do. It's, it's free form. It's fine.
Like jazz.
Yeah, it's funny you should say, because I have a lovely track, and this is coming from, what's his name there? His name, it's off,
You got something there, is it?
it's somewhere.
It's going to take a while.
Yeah,
I guess I could...
we can edit around this. Or not.
I
You
can
just leave it.
No, I just leave it in. I could read an advert for Jehovah's Witness web developer while you're doing that.
Go
I
for
found
it.
this web
You
this
go
week.
for it.
Wanted. Jehovah's Witnesses test new app. Okay, hi, I'm Charles. I'm a local witness. I'm a developer by trade and I travel back and forth from San Francisco for work. We have created a team of website developers. Our team consists of personal app developers and designers. Our team will work in several different countries and our app will be in several different languages. Our team is building an online community just for Jehovah's Witnesses. We're looking for consultants to pay, and we're looking for some volunteer consultants. We will also be hiring customer service reps to answer inbound phone calls and chat online. That's interesting.
It's good.
Well, are they going to have to
great
go
ad.
door to door looking for Jehovah's Witness employees?
I
That would
hope
be
so.
a twist. That's just a joke I came up with.
It's good.
So in case we have to fill any time, I could tell that joke. Also came across this large wooden sarcastic complaint department sign, which is just a sign that you can hang on your door or outside your gate, and it just says complaint department, and then an arrow, and it says 300 miles.
That's good.
So it says in the title, take a hike. And that's not literally spelled out, it's not on the sign, but it's implied.
Yeah, it's implied that you
Take a hike.
take a hike.
300 miles is a hike in anyone's book. So
Yeah.
that's just a funny sign, and it says for home or office. Can't really imagine a professional context where it'd be appropriate to have that, but maybe.
No. I can't imagine it really being in anyone's home either. It's kind of useless.
Well, if you wanted people to just
Take a hike.
bug off and leave you alone.
That's true.
Maybe outside Kilimanjaro.
Maybe. It's a fair point. That sign does have its use.
Take a hike. But it doesn't
It's-
say
it's-
that.
it's
It says
very-
complaint office, and then it's just about. It's a bad sign. Anyway, have you got
Poor sign.
those
Yeah.
tracks up?
Yeah, finally found it. Shall we? Do you have a track to share with us this week?
Yeah, I do. I'm not as confident about mine. It describes itself as a comedy song, and it's by an English fella called
Comedy songs.
Nutmeg. But I wouldn't say it's a comedy song.
I wouldn't say it's funny.
Yes.
That's fine. Well, what we'll do is we'll play out a little bit on a couple tracks.
Okay. Do you want to go first?
I'll go first, and then we can play out in your one, and then we'll say our goodbyes after this track, I think. So, our first track, Creative Commons track of the week. This comes from the album Corporate and Motivational Music by Scott Holmes, and this is Skip in My Step. favourite part.
Okay, well that was a blast.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great track.
Makes me want to sit down by my desk.
Scott Holmes, shout out to Scott Holmes. He has a whole album of corporate and motivational music for your corporate and motivational needs. It's free. I don't know him personally, but he looks nice.
You know, I think probably a niche for him to explore just with the combination of his music and his name would be real estate companies.
It would.
Because he's Scott Holmes.
Scott Holmes.
I'm Scott Holmes. I'm Scott Holmes.
I've Scott Holmes.
I've Scott Holmes.
I've Scott Holmes.
Was it going to play? Oh no, it's just...
Yeah, that's just a web storage version update.
Web.
It's a net show. It wouldn't be the net without a couple hiccups.
Okay. And then this is probably my song of the week, my Creative Commons song of the week, and then maybe after this we can just give our weekly ratings for the net.
I think so, yeah.
Say goodbye.
I think so, yeah.
So this is... as I say, it was in both the comedy and spoken word sections. It's not spoken word, though, really, it's lyrical.
That's disappointing.
And it's called There's a Bee in My Bonnet, Hello.
Oh, well, I'm not disappointed anymore.
It's by Nutmeg. And it's from the album...
You all know Nutmeg.
It's from the album There's a Wasp in My Welly.
Ooh.
Although, interestingly, he's put There's a and My Welly in brackets. So it's really just called...
Wasp.
Wasp in. No, it makes no sense. Bad use of brackets.
He's trying to do like the kind of rap.
Yeah. Featuring
like
Welly. But he's fucked it up.
Brackets just can't get enough of you, but it's...
Yeah, like...
Waspin.
Come, brackets. I just did. We're like...
The popular 50 Cent song. It's the only rapper I know.
Yes, I know Nelly and NWA.
Nelly and NWA, that's it.
That's a Big and
Nelly
Small song.
Retardo.
Easy. Careful what you call me.
Nelly Retardo.
Okay. Got me around with tonight.
So
Smelly Retardo.
This is Wasp in.
This is Wasp in.
There's a bee in my bonnet, hello, hello. A bee in my bonnet, hello. There's a bee in my bonnet, hello, hello. A bee in my bonnet, hello. Would you be my song and I'll be your sonnet? You be my chair and I'll surely sit on it. I'll bring the gin and you bring the tonic. A bee in my bonnet, hello. There's a bee in my bonnet, hello, hello. A bee in my bonnet, hello. There's a bee in my bonnet, hello, hello. A bee in my bonnet, hello. I think that you're smashing from head to toe. I'm telling you this just so that you know. If I am the raven, will you be my crow? A bee in my bonnet, hello. There's a bee in my bonnet, hello, hello. A bee in my bonnet, hello. There's a bee in my bonnet, hello, hello. A bee in my bonnet, hello. Please be my cheese and I'll be the biscuit. The lock you gave me last night, how I kissed it. I hope you don't mind, but I thought that I'd risk it. A bee in my bonnet, hello. There's a bee in my bonnet, hello, hello. A bee in my bonnet, hello. There's a bee in my bonnet, hello, hello. A bee in my bonnet, hello. There's a bee in my bonnet, hello, hello. A bee in my bonnet, hello. There's a bee in my bonnet, hello, hello. A bee in my bonnet, hello.
So, a
That's
little
great.
homage to the English folk tradition.
Yeah, and it's a great creative... what I didn't like about my track, and I must say, like, I don't want to knock Scott, but it's not usable in a sort of way that you can use it as a Creative Commons track, as a backing track. That is perfect. I feel like there's 100 uses I could use that for.
Adverts, movies, stunt videos.
Yeah, especially, I mean, I was just thinking only stunt videos, but you've really broadened my horizons.
Guy jumps out of actually an airplane, lands on the wing of another, sprints over the wing of the second airplane, jumps off the second airplane, parachutes onto a big bouncy ball, bounces back up, lands back in the first plane, and then does a BMX trick off the second plane. There's a bee in my bonnet, hello.
And then you add to that description, must watch, all in caps, YouTube video. There you go.
Yeah, must watch bee in my bonnet, parachute.
Reaction.
Is bee in my bonnet a phrase that is used in that context? I don't think so.
It's definitely not.
I think he's one of these people who has that accent, that English accent, but can't back it up with vocabulary.
No, most definitely.
And there are many, many of them in Edinburgh at this time of year.
Yeah.
You haven't got the words.
Yeah, you're joining us during the beginning of the Fringe Festival in Edinburgh, which is all IRL in real life. So we're really not that bothered about it.
There's some busy websites at this time, though.
There's a lot of busy. You get a lot of traffic.
You absolutely get a lot of traffic. I've experienced that firsthand.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of hot spots. around.
Yeah,
Wi-Fi hotspots, for those of you not in the know.
You could go to Starbucks and get free Wi-Fi for all the Americans in town.
Yeah, you can.
These are some hot tips.
Yeah, hot fringe tips.
Should we do a segment on hot fringe tips just while we're here?
Beat the heat.
But it has to be about websites.
Yeah, I know. Google how to beat the heat. Bing how to beat the heat.
Thank you. We're sponsored by Bing, by the way, and that's a website.
That's a website by Microsoft called Bing. R.I.P. Bill Gates, internet hoax.
Yeah, by Microsoft is right. Subliminal.
Goodbye Microsoft. Bye Bing. Bye Bing. So.
It's me, Janice.
Popular character.
Have you fixed my internet yet? I want to get on Bing. And that's called synergy.
Want to get on Bing? A joke. Friends would have made if Bing existed. Not Chandler Bing. If the website Bing existed at that time, Chandler Bing did exist.
In the universe of Friends, he's not a real person, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Ross Geller.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Chandler Bing. Joey Fatone.
Joey Pantone.
Joey Fat One.
Yeah, Joey Pantone.
And Monica Geller.
Yep, and that's it.
Yeah.
Gunther.
We did talk at length about Phoebe at the start, but that's it.
That's it. Well, Ross
Porter.
Ross porked her to death and she left the show.
And that's why he's an archaeologist, because he's a studier of bones.
These are good jokes. I still think we should do a Friends podcast, let's be honest.
Ding, 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 ding.
It's perfect. And that's our fringe tips.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. And do have a good fringe and stay alive out there.
So, this week, how was your internet been?
Okay, so I enjoyed my Craigslist this week.
Mm-hmm.
And I love when you go on a Craigslist from another city because it just is like going on holiday without leaving the comfort of your own chair.
That's true. Google Bing Maps.
I'm sad about Microsoft Paint, although that is strictly speaking an offline program.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't count. So I won't factor that into my decision.
You can download it from the net.
Yes, and I did read about it on the line. I didn't see any funny YouTube videos at the moment because Houses of Parliament shut.
Mm-hmm.
John Oliver shut.
Mm-hmm.
I think my favourite show with TV hosts are all shut.
They are.
For the summer while there's no politics, so I've not been able to enjoy my YouTube hits.
Yeah.
Although I did see a funny video of an elephant on BBC running down the road. It was a rhino.
On the BBC, on the
BBC homepage.
BBC
So,
homepage,
all things considered, I think I have to give this week on the internet probably a B minus.
A B minus. That's a fair grade. That's a fair grade. That's a good internet grade.
It's a B minus for this week, and this is the week. Today, Saturday, the 5th of August,
2017. Yeah, if you're reading this, listening to this,
reading this,
reading a transcript or listen to this in. We do send out transcripts of all our shows. Don't look for them; you won't find them.
Only to academic journals.
Yeah, yeah. I think this week, August 5th, 2017, the week of August 5th, ending June, July, going into August. Is,
long week.
Yes, it's been a long week, and a lot of internet's happened.
Beatles.
I'm a big fan of Scott Holmes. I think he's really good. I think he's going places. I think Wisconsin's webpage could have used a lot of work, so that's really going to affect the score for me. I've seen hundreds of YouTube videos. I can't remember a single one, and I really think that the death of Bill Gates by internet hoax, so from the internet killing Bill Gates, that's really going to factor into my score. Paint as well, but I did enjoy your Craigslist listing.
Good.
So I feel like we're sitting at around a hard D.
Is that supposed to be like a boner joke?
It wasn't, but it can be if you want.
One of the things I was worried about with this thing is so much of internet, is pornography, and I didn't really want to get into that on a podcast.
That's fair.
Because this is something that I want to share with my religious help and my family, and you talking about, making hard D jokes and things like that just feels a bit gratuitous.
It's fair. I'll refrain next time.
So do a different grade.
E?
Okay. So you hated the
E+,
internet this
E+.
week. So it wasn't a good week for you.
Well, Bill Gates died, so
Yeah.
father of the internet.
But you could look at that as the kind of triumph of cloud over hardware.
It's true. I could look at it like that, but I don't.
Okay. Fine. So there you have it. First ever episode of Nothing But Net. I, Ross Foley, someone who recruits Australian mining people, give it a D minus.
And
B minus.
B minus. Yeah, we're going back to the D's. Never a D. And I'm Adam Posty, Seaman Cook and Dogman, and I'm going to give the internet a good, solid E+. It's fine. Bill
Okay.
Gates is dead.
Well, thanks for listening, or not, as the case may be.
Thanks for tuning in and tuning out.
Remember to log off and
Often.
log on again
Log back
tomorrow,
on. Yeah.
next week, or next
Tomorrow.
month.
Next time. Tomorrow.
Yeah. Log off now.
This
log
is a
on
daily
next week.
podcast.
I will see you in 6 hours for the next of today's 3 daily installments.
It's going to be much better.
Check your net.
Just turn this one off at this point, really.
Yeah, we won't end these. This is always going to be live.
Just stop, because we're going to leave. We're going to go about our lives.
The way to do this is you set the time you listen to this. We'll always be here doing this. There will be no end. You do this. Take some control of your life.
Yeah,
Log off.
Show a little initiative, for God's sake.
Bye.
Bye.
Wow.